Hello, welcome to Game Soup. My name's Joe.
My name's Edward.
Neither of us is named Nick. And welcome to the show, Game Soupers. If you would like us to stop calling you Game Soupers, all you have to do is leave one comment in the comments below, and from now on, we'll never use the term Game Soupers again. That's how little conviction we have for the term Game Soupers. We've gotten several messages of support so far of people who say they enjoy being called Game Soupers, so there is that. However, it is only going to take one negative message against the term Game Soupers to stop us from calling you Game Soupers. Game Soupers.
And one person did threaten our life, although he did not tell us to stop using the term Game Soupers.
That's true.
So
yeah, we have had our lives threatened recently several times. Mine once at the liquor store.
At the liquor store?
By a drunk homeless guy.
No. Why did they let him in the first place? That's really.
I haven't told this story before?
I don't know.
It's because it's a lie. That didn't happen.
It's because it's a lie!
Yeah, we live in a nice area. There's not any drunkards just hanging outside of the liquor store waiting to accost random patrons of the liquor store.
Yeah, right?
I didn't even go to the liquor store.
Once I was in some city, I think it was like Baltimore or Boston or something, and there was a guy on the side of the road next to a CVS, and he was like, "Hey man, you got any cash?" He was just sitting up at the wall on the CVS.
Yeah, just a regular panhandler.
And I'm like, I don't know how to say no to people.
Yeah, I've given money to panhandlers before.
Yeah. And like, you always feel like a schmuck, because you know they're just taking advantage of you.
Yeah, for the most part, you really shouldn't give money to panhandlers. It sucks. Like, it's nice to help poor people, but that's just not the best way to do it.
But I mean, you don't even know if they're poor for real or not.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, some of them, like, panhandling can make pretty good money.
Yeah, right? I want to give money to poor people, but panhandling, I don't think.
Yeah, especially if you're a woman or you're like a family with some kids, you bring out your whole family and do some panhandling.
Yeah, right.
You can make some real bank there, and you can make more money than you can make working at a job or delivering DoorDash just by panhandling. And like, you could pretend you're homeless and then you just go home to a house. There's news reports and undercover investigations of
people get into their Lexus and drive home.
Yeah,
you know?
of people who are panhandling as a career choice.
What a strange economy that we live in. You know, the internet really ruined everything. All sorts of new job openings that never had to exist before, and all kinds of existing jobs that no longer exist.
Yeah, and it's also destroyed. It's also destroyed the search for the thrill of the search for collectibles or for just items that you're looking for.
Yeah, I guess, but
if you're into that kind of thing, I guess.
Well, I mean, to me, the thrill of the search is fine, but getting the thing is the thing that you really want. So if there's no thrill of the search, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a good trade-off. Yeah. It's a good trade-off that I can just go on eBay or Amazon and type in the item that I want, and I can just have it at my house within a week.
But I 110% agree with you, because my father and I used to go yard sailing every Saturday morning for a long time, and the thrill of the search was the reason you went.
Yeah.
You know, you had the chance to uncover a top-loading NES that was on sale for $5.
Yep. And you still have that, but it's like, people kind of know what they have, though, at this point. So it's not.
I think that's the thing. People know what they have.
Yeah.
The odds of encountering somebody.
So they're selling it to you on purpose. If they.
Yeah.
So you're probably still going to get a pretty good deal, because people do want to just get rid of shit without having to deal with selling it online. Selling stuff online, it's always going to be a pain in the ass, especially if you're not set up to do that as a business.
I mean, the only people that don't know what they have are the people that sell at yard sales still in the year. What is this, 2021?
There's still a lot of yard sales. I don't think it's necessarily, because it is still easier probably than selling all your shit on eBay. It's a pain in the ass. And they also take a giant cut.
Yeah.
eBay and PayPal are a fucking ripoff.
And people that do yard sales these days are like older people who don't know about that stuff, you know?
Yeah, a lot of it. But I'm the same way. Like, my dad used to take me to flea markets all the time. Like, a couple times a month we would be at the flea market. So yeah, the thrill of the hunt. Ed and I are both pretty familiar with that concept. But yeah, it just doesn't really exist as much. But you can still, it's still fun. It's still fun to look around at a flea market, don't get me wrong, or a yard sale. See what you can find.
My dad was a fanatic for finding good deals, you know. Didn't matter if he needed the thing or not, it would just go into his house because he got a good deal on it.
Oh yeah. There was one time where your dad purchased a stereo system. Do you remember this? You might have been too young to know about this story.
I don't know.
Maybe you don't even know the story. Your dad purchased a stereo system from the store,
yeah,
and he decided, I don't know if he on purpose decided that he didn't like it and had this plan in his mind, or I think he didn't have the plan. I think he just decided that he did not like the stereo system, and he returned it to the store.
Okay.
Okay? And then he left the store with his cash that he got as his refund. Then he returned to the store a few days later, and he saw the same stereo system that he had returned to the store was now on sale as an open box for like 40% off or something, right? And he bought it again. Because he thought, well, that's a good deal. Now I want it. I want it for 40% off. I just didn't want it for the 100% price that I paid before.
Wait. You can sort.
Oh, there is a sort. Well, look at it. Oh my god.
This is significant.
Wait, really?
This is huge.
Wait, how did you fucking do that?
I don't know. I think it's square. It's square.
Oh my god.
It's square.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, but it doesn't work here. Here it just switches things. It's only for... Yeah, it's only for weapons.
Go to empty hand.
Alright.
Medicine?
Yeah. It's only for the weapon slots. I guess it's really the only slot that matters.
That's mostly... Yeah, the other slots, you don't get as many items in them, and they auto-sort in sort of a way. They clump together, at least, instead of having a bunch of spaces in the inventory.
May absorb damage taken. May or will. That's what I have to say about that. Well, okay, so my final gripe with this game is now gone. The gripe was you can't auto-sort the inventory, but clearly you can. And I'll thank anybody who said that in the comments, which we have diligently not read.
I've been reading them, actually. I've been going through the comments.
Oh, yeah?
Recently, yeah. Sometimes I'll go for a month or two without doing the comments, without reading the comments and responding. So those of you who do comment have probably noticed that on occasion you won't hear back from us for about 2 months, and maybe you don't even notice that we responded. But I do respond to almost every comment on any kind of any episode that we're putting out currently. Any new episode, I will respond to most of the comments.
Wait, there's nothing
I
up
can't
there?
promise I'll respond to absolutely everyone, but there's not that many, and I do generally take the time about once a month. I would say on average about once a month I'll just go through all the comments and respond. So we do appreciate comments, but just don't expect a prompt response at all. I've done them a couple times though this month. I've been doing them more frequently. Just since we've been active posting a new LP. Which I love doing. I love making LPs. I think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, just with the limited time that we have to record, and yeah, just the way that the channel is now, it's just better to we spread them out. We spread them out.
Yeah.
Our time's better spent doing other things, unfortunately, but we do love doing it.
You know, as everyone grows a little bit older, they tend to have their thumbs in many pies. Is that the expression? They have their hands in a lot of projects.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah, it's like I just think about what I want to do. There's tons of goals and tons of things I could. Well, not necessarily goals that I've set, but there's a lot of things I would like to do. But you only have so much time in your life to do all these things, and it's very easy to add more shit to your life, more shit to do, more shit that you want to do. There's tons of stuff that I want to do. Most of the things I'm doing in my life, I actually do want to do.
That waterfall is going upside down.
Yeah, it is. It's in the upside down world. Actually, recently I've been doing a lot of things I don't want to do, things I've been putting off doing that are actually very important. But regardless, most of the things that I do, in general, are things that I want to be doing and want to be working on. It's not always fun, but
wait, how do you get?
It's working towards something at least.
How do you get through the waterfall? Oh, you do this, I guess, right?
Yeah. Well, it really sends you. You can just keep jumping. Can you keep jumping?
No, you
can't.
still fall for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though the waterfall is going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I guess the water is not pressing hard enough to push the weight of an olive card up.
Okay, I had to look up the command for the dragon jump or whatever it's called.
It's down, up, jump. It's just very finicky. Every command in the game is very finicky.
It's so finicky that I can't do it.
Like Soul Steel. Yeah, it's down, up, jump. There it is. It's right fucking there.
Why is it so hard to do?
Down, comma, up plus jump. That's it. You're doing it.
But I have to know why it's so finicky. Is it like what? Is it frames? Do I have to do it like 3 frames in a row, or you know, like what's the forgiveness on each step of the command? I have so many questions.
Yeah, there's very little forgiveness. If there's anything resembling forgiveness in the command attacks and jumps in this game, it's very low. There's very little forgiveness in this game. Yeah, Soul Steel, forget about it. Forget about it, man.
Crazy.
I don't know if we're gonna finish playing this tonight. I don't think we are actually.
You think?
I think we're gonna finish this episode, and then next time we're gonna finish the game and do our final thoughts episode. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen.
I mean, we still have a fair bit. Well, I shouldn't say
We still have a decent amount of map, and I don't want to rush it either. So Yeah, I think this is going to take another. I think it's going to take this episode and one more. I think it's fine though.
We are very close though in terms of there's a point-by-point walkthrough here. Our next goal was to. We are in the caverns, aren't we? We are in the reverse caverns, aren't we?
Yeah.
So our next goal is to make our way to the cave. Any idea where that could be?
Just keep on it. Like I said, like we said in the last episode, and like I've said, just anything that's open, any open area, you just explore it. It's probably even faster than trying to use a walkthrough to figure out exactly where to go. Anything that's open, just go to it. We have access to everything. We have Chrysagram.
I'm mostly just thinking about the particular direction that we need. I think to the right, because nothing's explored.
Yeah, keep going to the right, man.
Is there an item in this game that makes you run fast like the Panther? Is there a Panther in this game?
I don't think so, no.
Because
you can backdash, though.
Yeah.
So turn around and press Y if you want to move faster.
Oops. Yeah, Donosaur, that was one of the greatest things about Portrait of Ruin, was the Panther ability, and the Donosaur also had that Panther. Man, you could just fly through everywhere.
Yeah, you could really move fast in those games.
It makes the backtracking not only not tedious, but actual fun. It makes it fun to backtrack. Because it also does a little bit of damage when you touch enemies.
Yeah, that's true. They even had that in Circle of the Moon, I believe.
Did they
Which
really?
is a game we should definitely LP. JK, we're never LPing it.
I was going to say, I've never played it. It could be good.
It's not good. It's awful. It was the first GBA game I got. And the original GBA screen was kind of dark.
Yeah.
And the game Circle of the Moon, for effect, they decided to make the game dark. I spent most of my time playing the game trying to find a light source that would allow me to see the game.
Yeah.
and
Dude,
play it.
You know what, though? I totally get that. My first game for GBA was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. My dad had this light over the kitchen table. Do you remember it? It was like a work light. So it had a swivel, and you would swivel on it, and it was a super bright bulb.
Was that at the house that we played Mystical Ninja?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think
I
one-story house?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only way I could play my GBA was to sit at the kitchen table with that, work lamp. Alucard shield. Well, I got a lot of things to think about Alucard shield right now. For one thing, what is
actually, you can equip Alucard shield and the shield rod, and you'll summon Alucard.
That's what I was thinking. Wait. Wait a second.
Actually, I don't know what happens. We have to see, though. We have to see. And don't forget, we have to use all these items, including Resist Thunder.
Oh, yeah. Strong versus all attacks?
Yeah, it's good, bro.
Right.
And it raises that defense.
All right, let's take off the Chrysagram.
Yeah, just for a second, just to try it out with the shield rod. But look at what it does, bro. Watch this.
Is it
both buttons at once? Just press both buttons at once.
Which buttons? Oh, it's attack and shield?
What did it do? Wait, use it on an enemy. Go into a room where there's an enemy. Let's use this shit. This is gonna be great. Shield rod. Doesn't it feel like really crappy?
Yeah.
After you've been using Chrysagram?
I wonder if there's anything up here. Oh, let's try it on one of these
dead
guys.
Fish. Yeah, but use it. What is it doing?
Let's try it again. Does it even cost anything?
I don't think it does any damage. No, it doesn't cost anything. All these shield abilities, I don't think they cost a damn thing. I don't know if that was the demon actually doing the killing blow there.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what it did. It might have given you a buff.
Maybe it gives you the defense buff, because remember the description was defense against all element types?
Oh, maybe that might be why there's all those icons there. Imagine all the work. They had to draw those fucking icons just for that fucking attack.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Ridiculous. The shield rod is one of the most ridiculous items in the history of gaming. They put so much effort into the damn shield rod, and most people aren't even going to figure out that they can equip shield rod with a shield and then press attack and offhand button at the same time and activate some kind of a shield ability. Nobody's going to be able to figure that shit out unless they read, unless they're reading a guide. The amount of effort that they put into this game for just little cute things like that is unbelievable. I can't think of a game that has topped this game since, as far as just weird, just charming things on the side. I want to put some stuff like that in our game, but it's just a lot of effort, right? Each thing that you add, some things you can add for a little effort, but shield rod, obviously, that's not a little effort.
Right.
But I don't know. At some point, if GameSoup does grow to a point where we can hire another artist or hire another developer to help us, I want to make a game that just has, that's like this, that just has dead ends that really don't do anything.
Where's OBS?
Are we not recording?
What if we're not recording?
Interesting. I see it. It's there. There. This is on this task bar right there.
Are we recording? Oh, thank Christ! We are.
Yeah, we are. We're recording.
Oh, you scared me half to death.
Okay, move it up a little bit. Move it up a little bit.
Yeah,
so we can
let's
see
do
the
it.
timer on it and all that.
There we
stuff.
go. Okay.
Okay, yeah. The microphone's working. Okay, that was a fucking scare. Yeah, I thought it was gone for sure for a second there, but it just wasn't showing up on the taskbar on the second monitor.
That is like an inevitable. Like everybody does that at some point, and it sucks. It's always a crappy feeling, you know. But
yeah, when you record, when you think you're recording something, and
yeah.
OBS either is fucked up or you forgot to start it or whatever. Yeah, then we've recorded how many? Almost 1,000 episodes of Game Soup, believe it or not.
That is hard to believe.
Some of them haven't been released, but I think we're getting up to closer to 800 at this point of Game Soup. 800 episodes. We're gonna hit 1,000. I think we're definitely gonna hit 1,000 at least. And we have no plans of stopping the channel, no matter how small it gets, no matter how few views we get.
It's not about the views, though.
Yeah, I don't really have any plans.
Like, we didn't start this channel with the
No,
expectation
we
that
definitely didn't.
What is this? Oh, it's that.
I think my
hate
goal
that.
as far as views go is if 5 guys are watching every episode all the way through, that's enough for me. And we reached that many years ago, and we still have that at least. That's yeah. But we don't really as far as views go. But I don't really worry. Yeah, neither of us really worries too much about that stuff.
Hammer and anti-venom.
It's more or less it's more or less an excuse for us to have a fun time and play some classic LPs together. And we're definitely going to be playing through many more classic LPs on this channel.
I'm actually kind of psyched to play Mystical Ninja, because I haven't played it since that time that we played it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Mystical Ninja. Honestly, I think I'm probably the most excited for that out of the remaining Super LPs. Out of the remaining classic LPs that we have. Right? So, okay. So there are actually 7. At the beginning of this LP, we announced that there were actually 5, but there really are 7 classic LPs of Game Soup. These are the holy 7 classic LPs of Game Soup, which I'm going to call them that from now on.
Look who it is. Did you see what just happened?
Blue Venus Weed has been ruining our lives for a part of this LP, and now she just melts. Doesn't it feel great? Doesn't it feel great to use Chris Agram her to death?
It does.
Before she can even show her face. So what are the 7 classic LPs?
Well, this is one.
This is one, yeah. So let's count the ones that are completed. We'll count Symphony of the Night as completed because we're in the middle of it. We're getting close to completing, right? So we're going to say Symphony of the Night, Cave Story, which is already completed.
Yeah.
Right?
Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG. Those are the 3 completed ones. Then of the non-completed ones, we have Mystical Ninja starring Belmont for N64, Mischief Makers for N64. Then we have CastleVania Code Veronica, which is one that...
CastleVania Code Veronica?
Did I say CastleVania Code Veronica? I was about to... Okay. I didn't have it in me. I was about to go... I didn't have quite the energy. I didn't have quite the reaction. I was going to go into the background, into the back of Ed's room here, Ed's recording room here, and scream.
I'm glad you didn't, because it would have picked up.
It's actually the living room.
You know what's funny? I think our controls are bound incorrectly. I think some of these are doubling up. Because, right, you hit R1, but it also... Yeah, I think something's wrong with our shoulder buttons here. Anyway, not that important. Continue.
What I meant to say was Resident Evil Code Veronica.
I would love to play that soon, actually, because it's been a very long time.
Well, we got to do that. And Ed's definitely going to be the one playing through that.
Yeah. It is one of the greatest games ever made.
Ed's practically a speedrunner at that game.
Well,
yeah,
actually.
He used to be.
Yeah.
But, yeah, a little out of practice probably, right? But
Yeah, out of practice.
I'm sure you could still get us through the game with a high level of competence.
At one point, I attempted to do knife speed runs. I got all the way to Nosferatu in Disc 2, and that's kind of where things fall apart. But it was fun. It's a great game.
And the last game on the list that we didn't mention yet is Final Fantasy V.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a commitment.
Which is, that's the one. The only reason I'm looking forward to it because I love the game, and me and Ed love playing it together. It's kind of a tradition that we have that we like to play through. We want to play through it every 10 years of our lives. It's kind of a constant in our lives, and we are due for our next playthrough of the game. We're actually overdue for our playthrough of Final Fantasy V.
There's a pot roast in this rock.
Yeah, there is. I would eat it if I were you. So yeah, Final Fantasy V. So that's gonna be the longest LP that we'll ever do on this channel. There's no way we'll ever. Like, we would never normally play a 30 to 40 hour game on this channel,
It's
but
gonna take like weeks, dude.
yeah, it is. I think what's gonna have to happen is we're gonna have to like dedicate ourselves to just recording that like 2 to 3 times a week for probably 4 weeks, something like that. And the episodes are probably gonna be like 4 hours long.
We could grind through with monks, right? Team Monk is the best team.
Yeah, but I don't want to just grind through. I want to play the GBA version and try out the new jobs.
Yeah.
Because we've actually, believe it or not, well, you guys don't know, but we're big Final Fantasy V fans. But we always play the Super Nintendo version. But we could play. Yeah, the GBA version actually has additional jobs that we've never tried out before. So we want to do that.
Yeah, I think there's extra dungeons or something too.
And we want to have at least one archer at the party, so we can do Charm Song.
Charm Song.
I would say let's make Ferris the archer.
Bard? Isn't it Bard or is it Archer?
I think it's called Archer, but it might be called Bard in some translations.
Oh yeah, I forgot about translations.
It depends on the translation you play. Yeah, you could play a Super Nintendo. Yeah, if you're playing the Super Nintendo version, you're playing a translation, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And the PlayStation version, you're just playing the same game with load times. The GBA version, you're playing with additional jobs. So I don't know why we didn't do that before, but that's what we're going to be doing next time.
Oh, check that out. Our second teleporter. We finally found a second
now
teleport.
we can get now that's a good teleporter though, because we can get significantly across the map here.
I'm glad they became less stingy.
So look forward to those upcoming 4 LPs. We are going to be finishing them before the channel becomes defunct. No matter what happens, those are going to be those are really the only commitments that GameSoup has as this channel, is to complete those 4 LPs. So if we do complete all 4 of those that are left, well, you might want to start counting the days to the end of GameSoup because we won't have any obligations after that.
Art Max.
But it's going to take a long fucking time.
Yeah.
For us to get to all that.
So, what was our goal? We were headed towards the caves, right?
We should go towards the caves, but just go anywhere there's open map. You're going to be making progress.
I don't know where this is. I don't know.
Yeah,
if this is
the library, I believe, is actually an optional area in the.
Is this the library?
No, we're out of the library.
Okay.
We were in the library is where we got Crusader. Remember?
Right.
In the bottom
Right.
left corner.
Right.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, you don't actually need to go through the library. There's some places you probably don't actually need to go through, but it's always fun when you discover some weird stuff. Also, use some stuff in your inventory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just use some of the shit that you got in your inventory. You might as well.
Javelin.
Yeah, use a javelin on a guy, even though we have Crusader.
Okay then. Okay. All right.
Remember when we used Pillar of Flame on the Succubus and it
yeah.
did jack shit?
I made
nothing?
the cold open for that episode.
I did. I saw it.
Okay,
I thought
good,
it was
yeah,
really
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I laughed.
I
I
thought
laughed.
it was
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
funny.
I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I hope some of you had a laugh there.
Sometimes when I'm editing those episodes, I get to that point and I'm like, you know what? Most episodes don't need a cold open. That one did.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
great.
Sometimes there's something really funny that happens, and I appreciate that Ed takes the time to make those cold opens.
Look at that. What is this? Look at that monstrosity.
Yeah, that's a disturbing creature. I would throw a javelin at him if I had one. Hey, what about that monster vial? Summons a skeleton ally.
We've used those, right?
I believe we have, but I think a skeleton ally would be really useful right now.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know about you.
We've got 2 of them. Watch this.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw one.
It's gone forever!
Throw it down in the next room. Oh god, that did us nothing. No.
They just respawned.
Yep, they just respawned. Well,
right,
we
here.
might have got some experience. You killed at least one of those guys.
Here.
Yeah, you know what's better? Just
Watch.
run through them and just keep on pressing the attack button.
I've got a better idea. We're going to use the Neutron Bomb.
That's a good
right?
idea. That's a good idea.
Check this out. Yeah.
Wait, it didn't kill him!
It didn't. No. It did not.
Do you know what the true Neutron Bomb is?
No,
The
what is that?
Crusagram. Because
Oh.
that killed him instantly. Wait,
Yeah.
it didn't even kill him.
No.
Gyro's play. I could go for a gyro. I need a gyro right now.
Yeah, I don't have any food here. Look at our high potion's finally unglitched.
255.
I bet. Remember before it was like E4 and I6 potions?
Oh, yeah.
I bet because we saved the game and reloaded it at some point, it capped it at 255. So we do have infinite heals.
So we do, yeah.
By accident.
Yeah, we
By pure
accidentally did an item dupe glitch. I don't know how we fucking did it.
I read about it. I think it was something to do with the fairy. But I don't remember the specifics.
Yeah, I've never done an accidental glitch like that, an accidental item dupe glitch.
Yeah.
But there you go, we did it.
I mean, usually they're not so easy that you can access.
Right. Yeah. Remember in Pokemon, you could dupe items. You could dupe your rare candies and just level up all your Pokemon.
You had to use the what was it? Was it a Game Shark or a Game Genie? I think it was a Game Shark.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Game Shark was the one that did it.
You put the Game Shark, you put Pokemon in blue in your Game Shark, and you go to the codes and you type in 01A4 7CCF.
Really?
And that lets you duplicate items.
Is that real?
That is literally the code.
I don't know how you remember that.
The problem is I don't know how I remembered either, and
I think Ed was the one with the Game Shark. I'm almost positive you had the Game Shark.
I don't even remember getting a Game Shark.
For the Game Boy. I'm pretty sure Ed was the one with the Game Shark. I know I had a Game Genie for the Game Boy, but I'm almost positive I did not have a Game Shark. I think that was Ed. And yeah, we did also duplicate our Mewtwo's. We each had about 24 Mewtwo's.
That's a great code. Oh, okay. You put in that code and you duplicate whatever's in your 6th item slot.
You get so greedy with the Pokemon and the items.
It's pretty great.
When you can make infinite of them and you're a little kid. You can be such a jerk. And we also got a free copy of Pokemon Blue one time.
Was it free? Was it?
Yeah, because we took it from a kid.
Oh, what?
We inadvertently stole it from a kid, remember?
No.
Yeah, we were at a concert on the grass. And we were playing Pokemon, and this kid, he saw us, we were playing on the Game Boys, and he assumed we were playing Pokemon. He's like, hey, you guys playing Pokemon? You want to battle? And we were like, sure, yeah. Yeah, and he had his Pokemon game. And for whatever reason, he took the game out of the cartridge, out of the Game Boy, and he left it on our, I don't know what was happening. I don't know how it happened, but...
I think he was using one of our Game Boys or
maybe
something.
He was using one of our Game Boys. Yeah, that was probably it. Probably. He had his cartridge or whatever. For whatever reason, but he left the cartridge with us.
And he never came back
he never came back to get it that night.
That's bizarre.
And after the event ended, we went to the Lost and Found, and we looked around and we walked around looking for this kid. We had his Pokemon cartridge, and it had all the Pokemon on it. He had a complete collection. I think he didn't have Mew because he used cheat codes, but I think he had 150.
He's dead.
Yeah, we didn't even get to comment on the boss. What the fuck was that? It was a disturbing creature.
Well, let's do it again. And then we can see it. So it's just a guy hanging out.
Hey, what is this thing? It's just a rotting... Oh, it's Beelzebub? This is Beelzebub? That's a.k.a. Satan. This is Beelzebub. So Dracula's so powerful that he keeps Satan just chained up in his castle. What a jagoff. You ever heard that used as an insult?
Jagoff,
what a jagoff. Anyway, so I think we were going to leave it at a Lost and Found, but they didn't have a Lost and Found.
Oh.
I think that's what happened. So we wound up just taking it with us, and we had no way of contacting this kid.
Yeah, it sucks for him.
Yeah, it really sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever posted it online. Like, I don't think there was even Craigslist back then.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing you did back then.
No, so we just got a free copy of Pokemon Blue.
In addition to the one that we also jointly purchased.
We had jointly purchased a copy of Pokemon Blue we were obsessed with Pokemon. Let's just face it, right?
Yeah.
When we first got the game, Joe got Pokemon Red, Ed got Pokemon Blue. Then we decided to buy an additional copy of Pokemon in order so that we didn't have to erase our original save files, so that we could play through the game multiple times, get different Pokemon, do different things. There was, for whatever reason, we wanted an additional copy of Pokemon Blue, and we shared it between us. We split the cost. And I remember playing through that Pokemon Blue like multiple times. I played through Pokemon Red one time and kept that as my main file. Then we had the Pokemon Blue, and I think I played through that alone myself at least 3 times, maybe 4 times. And I know Ed did multiple times. We would just erase it and just play through it again and again. We were fucking obsessed. And then we got that additional one from that kid, and it had every Pokemon on it. We just kept it. I don't think we ever erased it, because I kind of felt bad about erasing it, because it was a complete copy of Pokemon. He had 150. He had all 150, and he had to have been trading with his friends to get them, because he didn't have Mew. He wasn't cheating. So I don't know. I hope he didn't go home and cry all night.
He probably did. I mean, I would have, right? Look at this man.
Yeah, I would have been upset about that. I don't know. It takes a tough kid or a kid that really doesn't give a shit about Pokemon, but why would you have a complete cartridge with 150 Pokemon on it?
I mean, I remember about it. One time we went to a not a convention, but there was a meeting there was a nearby mall. Do you remember this mall that we went to where the timeout was?
Yeah, the Pokemon convention was there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so sad, I almost cried because I left my Game Boy at your house. So I borrowed somebody else's Game Boy, and we did battles with strangers.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, or maybe it was your Game Boy that I borrowed, because I had this team that I had like made up to prepare for this. I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
But it was huge. It was huge. So we were not the only kids that were obsessed.
Oh yeah, they had a big Pokemon get together at our local mall.
God, there's so much left to explore in this game. Oh, it's this room!
Well, one of our local malls.
Look, he's still here. He's
Which
still
actually
here.
still exists, that mall. And believe it or
Does
not,
it?
I've been to that mall 2 times in the last year.
No.
I hadn't been to the mall for like a decade, and then the last year I've been there twice.
What's in it?
Nothing, man.
That's kind of what I expected.
It is empty. I don't know how there's anything going on in there.
Dude, speaking of the dead malls, so I think I probably already mentioned this. I was in North Carolina for 5 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, maybe not on the channel, but yeah.
Maybe not, yeah. They have a mall called Blue Ridge Mall. I went there on a Saturday afternoon to just get the baby out of the house for a couple hours.
Yeah, you were, well, you made me be more specific. You were down in, staying with my sister, actually, down in North Carolina, and they have her and her husband have a son.
Yeah.
He took the baby to the mall. Okay,
But
go ahead, continue with the story.
That mall was beyond pathetic. On a Saturday afternoon, the only people there were people walking it, like, circuit-wise, as exercise.
Yeah.
And all of the... So, like, you know, you would walk down the hallway and there would be, like a sort of opening up where you could go left or right. And they were all, like, the center of each area was just under construction because they were replacing all the tiles. So the entire mall just had no tiles. It was the saddest thing I've ever seen. It was a Saturday afternoon prime time.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just old guys walking in circuits.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much my experience, what I saw. I actually went one of the times I went. One of the 2 times I went was a Saturday. Nobody there. The place used to be mobbed with teens. Teens with leather jackets with patches on them. Teens with mohawks. Teens wearing Tommy Hilfiger. What was the other brand? Nautica.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Starter jackets.
Yeah.
Abercrombie and Fitch. The Abercrombie Boys, which was a local gang in our area. I'm pretty sure they're probably defunct by now.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I don't know why they were called the Abercrombie Boys.
Wait, you're not joking?
Yeah, you didn't know about the Abercrombie Boys?
No.
Oh, yeah, they were in our neighborhood where I used to live.
No.
Yeah, the Abercrombie Boys.
No.
Yeah, they were bad kids. They sold drugs and did all the gang stuff, but they were called the Abercrombie Boys.
Why do they have such silly names?
I don't know, because they wore Abercrombie, I guess, which is not generally considered any kind of a thug or a gang brand.
Yeah.
But
What is this room?
that's what they did.
Graham.
Yeah, it's worthless.
Is Graham crap?
I'm sure it's crap. You have to fucking Crusader him.
The
The sword named Graham. Well, it does a lot of damage. I mean, it is a pretty powerful sword. It's just no Crusader. It actually lowers your defense. So I guess Crusader gives you defense?
Let's see. It does.
Crusader
It gives you attack and defense.
Not only does Crusader give you a massive boost in attack 5 times per attack, and like 20 times per second, it gives you a 1 defense boost. It gives you 1 defense as well. Just because, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's Crusader. Might as well give you 1 defense as well.
Maybe they meant to like quarter your damage instead of adding 10 to it. Like that's what probably they should have done. You know, you probably should have taken away all your defense and quartered your damage.
If they wanted to balance it, but you know what? This is so much more fun.
It is more fun.
If they were balancing the game just for pure fun, this is really where it's at. I have to admit, I'm kind of a balance whore as far as games go, and I overbalanced one of our games, which was called Infernal Racket. One of our reviews complained about the balance of the game.
Really?
Which really annoyed me. Because I spent so much time balancing the fucking game.
What about the balance did they not like?
They just said the balance, so I really don't know.
Yeah, there's no. Well,
There's really no way to tell.
Steam reviews, I gotta say, are the least useful thing, maybe ever.
But I learned a lot from balancing Infernal Racket into Game Soup, and with Game Soup I balanced it less for fairness and way more for fun. I just wanted the mini games to be fun, and that's what I spent a lot of the development time doing. Was just testing. I was the main tester of the game, and yeah, I thought that we were going to finish around the same time, but actually the artwork took less time than I expected it to take, and the programming that on Ed's end took longer than I expected it to take. So I wound up being the main tester for the game, and I organized all the testers. I did basically all the extra stuff that wasn't the programming. And it worked out pretty well in the end, because there was plenty to do. I had plenty to do, but...
I'm glad you're saying that, because I expect that to happen again.
I actually expect the opposite to happen. I expect Ed to be the one covering that aspect of development for our current game. I expect him to be the one covering organizing the playtesters and marketing, possibly with the marketing even, because there's going to be so much effort, so much artwork to be done.
This looks trivial, but it looks.
Oh yeah, this part! I almost forgot about this!
She's dead.
Oh, you killed her already. That was Sypha, and that was Trevor, and that is Grant. And Grant is dead.
This is not hard at
all. Can you reload so we can take a look at them?
Yeah.
So these are the corpses of because we couldn't even tell the backstory during the battle. Yeah. So these are the corpses of the original member, the original CastleVania defeater of the Belmont clan, Trevor Belmont. There he is right there, the guy that Ed's hitting right now. You can go ahead and kill him if you want. That's Trevor Belmont from CastleVania 3. Then we have Sypha Belmont, who Trevor Belmont married.
I didn't know they got married.
And continued the Belmont line. Yep.
They never got married in the anime.
That is canon. I believe it's canon in the games. But and then Grant, who is the character that you gain from the clock tower in CastleVania 3. He did not make an appearance in the anime, which I was saddened by, because he's my favorite character from Castlevania 3. I played a lot of Castlevania 3. Big fan of Castlevania 3. And anyway, those are three of the main characters from Castlevania 3. The only one missing is Alucard, and guess what? We're playing as Alucard right now. So yeah, all the characters from Castlevania 3 are in this game.
Is he a playable character in Castlevania 3?
Yeah,
Really?
Alucard is the first appearance of Alucard and the first playable appearance are both in Castlevania 3.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yep. Yeah, you fight him and then you get him as a party member. And you can only hold one party member in the game. You always have Trevor, and if you choose another party member, it replaces the old party member with the new one. So if you take Alucard and, for instance, you had Sypha as your second party member, well, Sypha will leave. And the canon ending, I consider the canon ending to be the Sypha ending. It depends on which character you end the game with as your party member. The ending is going to be different, but I consider the Sypha ending to be the real ending.
Oh. We just made a big loop.
But, who's the most useful? Well, probably Grant. He can climb on walls and stuff. He can access areas that other characters can't. I kind of like Grant, but he's not very good on the attack. He's good on mobility. He can get you into secret areas. It doesn't matter, man. You got Chrysaegrim. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you knew exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You really did. I hesitated, and I was like, should I go over to Chrome, pull up the guide, and look up where we need to go?
Oh, actually, I was thinking you were thinking about picking up that item. But I was like, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just keep exploring, man.
Yeah.
This is as much freedom as you're gonna get in Metroidvania. This is fucking great, man.
It is pretty great.
This is where it's at.
Yeah, there's no hurdles.
Like I love a Metroidvania that's open-ended. This is kind of how I want the feel of our game to be. Is the second half of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I want you to have access to a lot of things from the start, and once you get all the power-ups, which we are gonna have possible to get pretty early on, you can just explore, and it's more about the exploration than about being led along. Oh yeah, you get access to everything here.
There's more than there were before.
Yeah, this is every single weapon in the game. I mean, I'd go with either the axe or probably the dagger. The most straightforward, but the Bible's also pretty good.
I just
the thing about the cross costs too much, but the Bible doesn't cost that much, and the Bible's actually good to just use everywhere because it opens secret passages.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're not even attacking, but now it doesn't matter quite as much because you have Chrysaegrim, because you can just be constantly attacking anyway, but you have to be remembering to just be constantly attacking. But also you would have to remember to use the Bible if you had it, so I don't know, have you ever read the Bible?
No.
I've read passages from it, I used to go to CCD, which we would abbreviate as Central City Dump.
I remember that.
It actually stands for, I don't remember the original acronym of CCD.
Catholic Communion.
It's something Catholic, yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
But it's basically Sunday school, but it occurs on a Wednesday night, which made Wednesdays my least favorite day of the week. Because my Wednesdays, here's how my Wednesdays used to go up until I was in 6th grade. I would wake up early in the morning, go to elementary school. I'd get assigned homework. I'd go home. I would do my CCD homework because I'm not going to do my CCD homework any other time besides right before I have to go to CCD.
Of course.
So I do my CCD homework real quick. I would go to CCD, which was basically just school where the kids were more misbehaved because they didn't respect the CCD teachers.
Understandable.
And then we would get back with my mom or dad would come pick me up from CCD, usually my mom, and take us to get ice cream.
Oh.
Me and my sister, we would get taken to get ice cream because CCD sucked and my mom knew it. So we get ice cream. We get home by like 9:30. I would do my regular school homework and then go to bed. I hated Wednesdays.
Yeah, it sounds like it ruins your life. Like, what do you learn?
It ruins your Wednesdays.
Did I just get something of Hodor? Something of Hodor. I just picked up, like, the Anka of Hodor.
I don't know. I think this homework shouldn't even be a thing. I think it's bullshit. Even organized school kind of sucks. It works for some people. I mean, for some people, for sure. I think that some people do well in the school environment. I'm a particular exception in that I did really poorly in the school environment. I've done fairly well for myself as an adult, but as far as sitting in a classroom and learning via the school system, learning via sitting in a classroom, I never did well. Never did well at all in school. I used to get pretty bad grades. I was even in the lowest classes, besides like, you know, the special education, as they call it now, classes. I was in, not smart classes.
So when Joe says they shouldn't give out homework, you know to take him seriously.
Yeah, homework is just, I think it's a waste of time, and it takes away from family time, and it's just overall a net negative. And for whatever positive you get from it, I think it's a net negative.
And you definitely, you know that he's telling the truth because he did very well in school and knows it.
I said I didn't do well in school.
I'm just kidding. What I'm really saying is, I don't know if that's true or not. I hate homework, but I think it kind of maybe has a place.
Nah.
Oh. All right.
I think it's an impediment. I think it's an impediment on a child's life.
I mean, the point of homework is to make sure that you actually understand the things that you're to be. I mean, from that
it's
perspective,
so
that school is the impediment.
They have you for like 7 fucking hours. If they can't teach you something in 7 fucking hours, it's like, can't the kid have some time to play some fucking Goemon Mystical Ninja for N64 at night, or spend some time with his dad?
I wish. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It sucks.
Because that's like when I would go home and I would just be like, I couldn't concentrate. I had very bad disciplinary habits at home. I had a lot of trouble doing my homework at home. I would just get distracted by the cats and stuff. But
understandable.
And I also just didn't get to spend much time with my parents because I had my nose in the fucking homework all night. It sucked.
Yeah, it does suck. It does suck.
I think it's shit. I think you can learn just as much, just if you have focused learning in school. I think just focusing on the learning in school and just let the kids have a life outside of school.
I don't know.
It doesn't all need to just be.
Having done homework. in my adult life, I have come to understand.
Sure, I think if you want to be there, if it's something you're studying, like I understand working for 12, 14 hours a day even. A la carte mail, equip that shit.
It's gonna be good. You ready?
Yeah. Wait, defense down. Or resist fire, lightning, and ice, though. I would just equip it. I would just use that, yeah.
Well, we had the walk armor equipped.
Yeah, walk armor is really good. That just gives a high defense based on your map coverage.
So I forgot we actually had that.
Yeah, a la carte mail is like an end game item, too. I'd say, probably walk armor or a la carte mail are going to be both pretty close to equally good for us right now.
We don't get to know our map completion.
A la carte mail is going to give us like a magic resist, right?
Yeah, which is huge, right?
But I mean, when I want to learn something, when I want to dive into learning something, I do it. Like I've spent I've been in periods of my life where I will spend 12 to 14 hours a day, just every day working on learning stuff. It's been a long time since I may never be able to do that again. I have a family now, but
I've done it.
Especially if you're young and you don't have those kind of obligations. Like, if you're interested in something, yeah, just you can just disappear and spend 12 hours a day just studying something.
It's pretty great.
It's not something that lasts for most people. So take advantage while you can. Yeah, look at them.
Also, the sound effect. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
We have to listen to this again. You ready? All right, that's cool. So they have a top half and a bottom half. That's an interesting take on the zombie from the first room of the game. They actually have a different pattern there. It was all worth it.
To get the life max up.
We have so much life now.
Yeah,
I feel like they don't give you this much in other games, later games.
Yeah, this game, remember when we started playing it, how it was difficult. We've had some difficulties through this LP. It doesn't feel like we did at all right now.
Although I gotta be fair, this is kind of like the difficulty curve I like. I hate when it's hard, but the most important thing to me is when you trivialize something that used to be hard. That's one of the most important things, one of the greatest feelings you can have.
So what was your experience with school? Leave it in the comments below with either anything, elementary school, high school, college. What are your thoughts on homework? How did you do in school? And do you... Oh, there you go. Go in there. Oh, you can't sit down anymore. Wait, just stand here. Just stand here and see if he comes in. See if he comes in upside down and stabs you. That'd be amazing if it still worked. Nah, I think it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Aw, bummer.
Yeah. But this is one of the coolest rooms in the game. I love shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to make a game that's just full of shit like that. That doesn't have any effect on the gameplay. Does not have any effect on the character's level or abilities.
Dude,
no progression.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's got you possessed.
I think you actually have to mash buttons to get out of this. Did you know that?
Yeah. Mash like left and right.
Yeah, you actually have to do something. That's interesting. I thought he would just let go after a while. We were already in here. And we will have some of those rooms, right? At a fair minimum, we're going to have some of those because we have so many ideas. Yeah. Some of them have to be put to use.
But I think that's something that games don't do nearly enough, especially now. Like, everything has to have a purpose. Everything has to... Every nook and cranny, if you find a dead end somewhere, you've got to reward the player for it. But I think that some rooms should just be empty. I think, I don't know, somewhere between 10% and 30% on the high end should just be empty as far as dead ends go. In any kind of game, not just a Metroidvania.
That's big. That's a big.
Maybe not any game, but I think that, yes, I think, to me, that adds a lot of charm to the game. To have interesting little set pieces or interesting little interactions that happen only one time in the game, in a specific room or a specific area that the player doesn't need to go to. It doesn't give them any levels, doesn't give them an item, doesn't give them currency, nothing. Just doesn't give you anything except for the satisfaction of having found that area and witnessing something weird or something unique happening. You can walk through this.
What?
Oh, you have to equip it though. Sorry. I tricked you. It was on purpose. Yeah, we have to use Spike Breaker. Sorry about that. It's an armor, which is odd, isn't it?
It is incredibly odd.
Yeah, you gotta mist through it. So, of course, mist, Spike Breaker.
Mist could pass. It's weird that you break them instead of just being able to walk through them freely.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this?
Now, this used to be a boss room, I think. Twilight Cloak. I don't think that's going to be anything. I don't think that Twilight Cloak is really going to do much of anything.
Black Cape for vampires.
Well, it raises our defense and our con, so I would go ahead and go for that. Yep. Yeah. All right, let's go for it, man. Just go for it.
Yeah, the cloak category seems not that great, actually, in this game.
What game... All right, this is a trivia question for you, Ed. Okay. What game is this from? Just go for it!
I know the game.
Leave it in the comments if you know, but don't wait until I give the answer or Ed gives the answer.
You play, I'm going to think.
Okay. Just go for it.
Beautiful Joe.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah,
all right,
I got it, yeah. Because I played the heck out of that game.
Yeah, I thought you would guess it.
Actually, I would like that to be an unofficial 8th game that we should play on the channel because I have not played it for.
Yeah, all right. Can I give you a confession, Ed?
You've never beaten it.
I've never beaten it. I know that. I've gotten like halfway through. I've seen Hulk Davison.
Oh, you haven't even seen like the last levels? They get crazy. No. They get insane.
And it's weird because I love brawlers. But I don't. I kind of don't consider Beautiful Joe a brawler. I don't know what I consider it. It's pretty unique.
It's weird.
It's a unique genre of game, but I don't think I would put it in the brawler category.
It definitely has elements, and like
it's like 2D, but it's not really a 2D platformer. Yeah. It has brawling, but it's not really a brawler. What genre is Beautiful Joe? There's not really. I can't even think of another game that's like it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like an action game, I guess.
Like it has combos and like sort of almost fighting game like abilities in it. I don't know, man.
It's so fun.
It is fun.
And it's
really cool. It has a really unique, cool style.
It gets so crazy at the end, the last levels. Guys.
I remember when Capcom announced the game, they announced it with 4 other games. It was 5
7?
games. Yeah, Piano 3.
Piano 3.
Piano 3, which was cool, but it hurt your hand to play the game.
Didn't they cancel the 3 other games? Or 2 of them, maybe?
They at least canceled 2 of the other games. I can't remember what all the games were. One of them, I think, was about an Icarus, like a Valkyrie kind of.
Yeah, I was going to say one of them was a Panzer Dragoon kind of game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. This is Medusa.
It was Medusa.
She's dead. Should we at least look at her attacks just to pay some respects to the developers? Okay, so she stones you.
This could be hard, actually.
I don't remember the animation, the sprite being this graphic before, though.
We're gonna try the gram. What do you mean graphic?
I mean, you can see her butt.
Well, that's all right. She got a butt.
This isn't doing. Oh, this is
actually still really easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Medusa. I mean, it is a Castlevania game, so you do pretty much have to have Medusa. All right, there you go.
That was actually still Medusa. Yeah.
This would actually be a pretty opportune moment to mention. When I was a child, I had a goal to. One of 5 treasures, avoids curse. That's somewhat useful. I had a goal that I wanted to dress up as every boss from the original Castlevania for NES.
Oh.
During all of my Halloweens. And I didn't realize how difficult this goal was going to be. I was a mummy when I was 3 years old. So I had covered mummy. There were 6 bosses, right? I had been a Frankenstein. I was Frankenstein when I was maybe 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other bosses were a vampire bat, Medusa,
Balkan knife,
Death, and Dracula.
Wow.
I was Death. When I was, I believe, 11 was the first time I was Death, and then I was Death every year after that, because I didn't want to bother getting a new costume. And so I covered 3 of them. I only made it halfway through my goal.
That's okay.
But guess what?
What?
I have a daughter now. And one of the most challenging costumes for me, which I didn't even think through when I was a child, was Medusa. Medusa's a woman.
Yeah.
So, while I could have done it, the older I got, the more difficult it was going to be to confront the other boys as Medusa when I was a child. So, first Halloween, my daughter, I dressed her as a bat.
Aww.
And it was a red and black bat, just like the vampire bat in the first Castlevania. That counts.
Sure.
So now between the 2 of us, we've covered 4 out of 6. All we have left is Medusa and Dracula. And guess what? I get to pick her costume for 1 more year. it's gonna be Medusa. We're gonna do Medusa next. Then I'm probably gonna have to coerce her into being Dracula at some year, which is really unfortunate. Or I could just bite the bullet and dress up as an adult and be Dracula.
I was gonna
say,
too
bad. That's not too bad. Out of all of those costumes, I would say Frankenstein and Dracula are the least embarrassing to be as an adult. Like, those are pretty standard costumes.
And as the adult, you're not immune to dressing up once you have a child.
That's true. I could just dress up as Dracula 1 year.
I say that because my brother-in-law and my sister have been dressing up every year since they had kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't do it this year. I don't necessarily plan on it, but you never know when you got kids.
Yeah.
You know.
You just gotta play it by ear, I guess. I love these clouds.
Yeah, look at how fast they.
Yeah, like some of the effects.
Completely unbelievable.
All right, well, we've uncovered most of this.
Yeah, we've uncovered a good portion of the map. I think we're probably just going to have to head up. I mean, I would go down and around, check out the bottom there.
Yeah,
While we're here.
We started here thinking we got to get to the cave. We did an entire circle of the castle.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We're uncovering more of the map. We're seeing more bosses. We're seeing more of the game. I'm having a blast.
Yeah,
I'm having a blast just watching you explore the Upside Down Castle. Like, this is ultimate Metroidvania to me. And I feel like we earned it because we went through the whole first half of the castle where we had to unlock all the abilities in order to traverse this. This is, I think, yes, this game definitely has flaws. It's definitely got a lot of imbalances, for sure. Like, it's too hard in some places, and now it's way too easy because we have Crusagram, etc. But, and again, Crusagram is kind of a secret item in the game, especially back then before internet. Like, when they were developing this game, they weren't expecting everybody to just be able to look up everything on the internet. This was at the very beginning. By the time this released in the U.S., which was later than it released in Japan, because back then things released in Japan usually a year or two at least earlier than they released in the US. But regardless, they weren't expecting people to go on the internet and figure out what to do. And even when this first came out, most people were not either weren't connected to the internet or they didn't even understand how to get to the websites that told you what to do in video games. They didn't even know what GameFAQs was. I used to work at GameStop, and I was always surprised at how little people understood how to look up things on the internet.
Really?
Yeah. Even when I worked there, and when I worked there, the internet was definitely ubiquitous, and everybody had the internet. It wasn't like it was like in the 90s or anything.
Well, actually, you had a lot of parents, right, that would come in and like they didn't know.
But even a lot of the kids just didn't know, and I would tell them you can go to GameFAQs or
You would expect any kid to be on
there's
top
wikis.
of that.
There's wikis for games.
Oh, there weren't wikis back then, though.
I guess not wikis. Yeah.
We can't get through here.
But there was at least GameFAQs, and there were some other sites, but you could find secrets.
Dude, this is a one-way. We used to be able to fall through here.
Yeah, but you can't. But you were up there before, so you fell through down
to go the long way
to get into here. Yeah, we're going to have to go around the long way.
That's interesting. I never considered that a fall-through platform becomes impassable when flipped upside down. Because why would you ever think about, platform getting flipped upside down? Yeah, those were the days, man. The Wild West of the internet. I kind of long for the days of Internet 1.0. Back when
everything was just Pokemon Live.
Right.
Everything was just little kids pretending that they had found secret Pokemon. Like
they found Peekaboo,
Doomsday,
Beepin.
Yeah.
Remember Beepin?
Do you guys? I don't know. Do you guys remember the old Pokemon rumor days? The old fake Pokemon days? I really actually want to hear about this. And did you ever join the Magikarp Club on AOL? I want to know if anyone on here has ever heard of the Magikarp Club. This was a big thing, actually.
Was it?
It was. It was really big.
Huh.
Back in, I want to say the late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere in there was a thing called the Magikarp Club. And it changed into the Mega Gyarados Club, they decided to call it later on, like as if it evolved. It's really fucking corny. I mean, the guys that started this thing were like, they were corny losers, but...
You have to admire them for... Do you?
No, there's nothing really to admire, no. But they did put out a newsletter like once a week, and it was called the Mega Gyarados newsletter. They must have had hundreds, maybe thousands of members to this. I want to know if you guys have heard of this or if you were a member of it. Leave it in the comments. For sure, leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
We always say leave it in the comments almost as a joke, but this time, this is the one time of all times I want you to leave it in the comments if you have ever heard of the Magikarp Club or the Mega Gyarados Club, because this was a thing on AOL, on the internet, back in the ancient days.
We should front-load the episode with this.
Yeah, we should. We should maybe do it on the next one. Should I make a note to do it on the next one?
Let's do it.
Man, I don't know. I'm going to lose this note, though, because I seriously have about 28 pages of notes here.
I mean, they don't go anywhere, so it's not like you're...
Yeah, they don't go anywhere.
Yeah, as long as you leave it on the top, that'll be the first thing that you see.
Yeah, I haven't even been using the notes for most of this LP. I made so many notes because it was 2 months. We had about 2 months from when we first started recording this to when we started recording it again for the end of the LP. It was a really long break.
Yeah, I don't know where that time went.
Yeah, one of the longest breaks that we've had in GameSoup history. It turned into. I think the longest break we had before that was probably in the first year of GameSoup during one summer where we barely recorded.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the first year of GameSoup, we recorded a lot for about 5 months, and we really didn't have. It was almost nobody watching it, really. It was back in the Hearthstone days, right? Or we mostly just fucking played Hearthstone. And, yeah, hardly anybody's watching it. Probably like 5 guys were watching the episodes through, if even that. And
2 of them are us!
Yeah, we took a long break there, but yeah, I don't think anybody missed us at that point. And besides that, I think this was probably our longest break that we've had. Although we have been consistently putting out, we just had some episodes in the can ready to go, and we just were putting those out in the meantime.
Yeah, we had
such as the One Punch Man episode.
Yeah,
that was a fun episode. If you haven't watched the One Punch Man episode, it's only 20 minutes long. Just check it out. It was a fun time.
It was really great. Classic Game Boy episodes.
Yeah, we did that too. We didn't put out both of those. We're actually holding on to one of the classic Game Boy episodes. Yeah, I've been holding on to it.
Okay.
I kind of like having some secret episodes that, in case we die, in case one of us dies, we can just have some extra episodes in the holster. I kind of like it.
If we die, nobody's gonna think, "Oh man, we better put out those episodes."
I guess you're right.
You know?
I guess you're right. But I do like just holding it so that we have something that we can release in the future that says this episode was recorded in 2020, and we do have an episode that we recorded in 2015 that we've never aired before.
Yeah, hard to believe, right? It's probably.
It's a secret episode. It's called Chavez, and it's going to come out when we reach 50,000 subscribers, which I honestly thought was going to happen earlier on in the channel, but the channel has not grown at all in like 2 years. So
It happens.
I don't know.
It happens. Maybe we'll just release it someday. I mean, I can't remember. It can't be that good, right?
I'll say 50,000 episodes. Let's say 50,000 episodes. Should we make another caveat?
50,000 episodes?
No, not 50,000 episodes. Well, then it would never come out. But 50,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Or 10 years of games. 10th anniversary
We're
of Game
halfway
Soup.
there.
We're more than halfway there. We're at 7 years now. Only 3 more years. We've been doing this for 7 fucking years, Ed. It feels like only yesterday. Not really. It feels really like a long time ago.
I didn't realize it had been that long.
Yeah. It's we started in 2014 actually. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
2014. So
Yeah.
actually,
Almost 8
yeah,
years
our
ago.
7-year anniversary was 6 days ago.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we
You're
used to
right.
record, well, only for the first 2 years of the show. We recorded an anniversary episode where we did This Year in Game Soup, and I sort of wish we continued that tradition. But Ed voted against it.
I did?
Yeah, you did vote against it doing our year 3 review.
Why?
I don't know. I think you thought, they don't care about us. They don't want to worry about what we're thinking and like
That's kinda
the state
true.
of the channel, which maybe is true.
I still kind of think that actually.
I would just like to have it for us, even though, just to be able to go back to and see where we were at at each year interval in Game Soup. But we didn't do it. Obviously we didn't do it this year. I guess we could do it a little bit belated this year and do a year 7 Game Soup video. But let's just not. Let's just finish this LP.
Yeah. All right, we're getting into the corners here.
Yeah. All we gotta really do is just keep exploring.
I know what the next boss fight is. I'm surprised that we haven't just accidentally stumbled on it.
I'm getting another. I get scam phone calls all day.
Oh,
Nobody
same.
answers their phone anymore.
Yeah, right? Yeah, if it's a number you don't recognize, you just don't answer it because it's going to be a scammer. Somebody asking you about your car's extended warranty or something like that.
Is that a scam?
You've never gotten that phone call?
I've gotten it. Yeah.
Oh. Then what do you mean, is it a scam?
I don't know. I thought my car's extended warranty had actually worn out or something, and I just didn't bother to call them.
No, I get that call like twice a day. They say, "Hey, hello, it's Karen from customer services," or "It's Karen from dealer services." They never say where. They never say specifically
All right.
where.
They never say, "Oh, it's Karen from Honda."
Yeah, and then what they do is, well, I only know this secondhand, but if you stand in line, you get tricked. They say, "Yes, who's calling, please?" They say in their obviously whatever accent you want to come up with. Because they don't know who you are, but you were tricked into thinking they did. Just kind of how they do it.
So we're gonna do a little bit more for tonight, and I think we're just gonna have to finish it on our next recording session. But I don't think we have much more to go here, so we're just gonna explore a little bit more. We're gonna use the rest of our items. I mean, we could just spend the time, if we want to. We could just spend the time exploring instead of trying to bolt for the end.
Yeah.
We could explore a little
I mean,
bit.
that's kind of what happened already.
Yeah, that
right?
is
To
sort of
some
what
extent.
happened already. Yeah. So
Just-
we've seen a lot. I mean, we've seen a lot of the end of the game.
Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing over there. It's fucking nothing.
You said something interesting during one of our previous episodes, which was, if you weren't there for the origin of the meme, you shouldn't get to use the meme. Right?
I did? Okay, yeah, I
Something
mean,
like
I
that.
did say that, yeah.
I don't know, you might have said it in jest, which is fine. But then I was just thinking, then we wouldn't be able to use the "it's nothing" meme. because I wasn't there for that.
Oh, it's fucking nothing?
Yeah.
That meme? I thought we were there for that.
Were we?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the it's fucking nothing meme. I don't know. Probably nobody remembers that. It was fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah, I guess it was, right? And remember Oh Really? One of the...
Yeah, that's one, like, the original memes.
Yeah.
That's the owl. The Oh Really Owl?
Yeah.
Does anyone remember the Oh Really Owl?
How does that even qualify as... Like, these days, that's nothing, right? It's not even a meme. It's just... Oh, yeah. Potion. There was a potion over here.
A regular potion, not even a high potion.
Yeah.
You have 255 high potions. Supposed to be duplicated on accident.
Yeah, that's bizarre. You know, once I found the... Well, not found, but once I used the W item glitch in Final Fantasy VII, but I had to be told about it first. That's really not... Well, I mean, maybe you could have figured it out on your own, because it's actually pretty easy to do. In fact, it's so easy to do that I'm kind of surprised it wasn't discovered.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
There are some bugs. No, I actually never found it on my own, no.
Oh, look at this stupid room.
Final Fantasy VII is easy enough as it is, though.
I know, yeah.
Like having a duplicate item glitch isn't really going to make the game any easier or harder. Of course, it's not going to make it harder.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there was a potion back there.
I'm really looking forward to that coming to PC. In that, like, I know it will at some point because the exclusivity is now over for PlayStation. It's just a matter of time. I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm really looking forward to the full Kingmaker version of it, where they have all 3 parts of it together, and you get a bonus Cloud Strife action figure or something with it. That's when I'm going to buy it.
You're gonna be waiting a while, which is
Yeah, I'll wait 7 fucking years. I don't really give a shit. I'm not even the giant Final Fantasy VII fan.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy's not even my favorite games. It's not even one of my most toppest favorite game series. I do like Final Fantasy games,
It's
but
not even my favorite RPG.
no.
Right?
Yeah, same. Me too. My favorite RPG is Super Mario RPG. My second favorite RPG is Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Which is that's a Square. They're actually both SquareSoft RPGs. So fair enough to the publisher themselves, but well, the developers are different on every game. It's a different team every game, even if they have some of the same developers. Even if they have Tetsuya Nomura on the team on a lot of the games. I mean, the teams are all different every game. It's just the same publisher. They just have the license and the rights to it. Like every Final Fantasy game is different than the last. The last time that they were maybe made by similar teams was like Final Fantasy 4 through 6.
Yeah.
Those games are pretty similar.
Yeah. If those were made by the same core teams, I would not be surprised. But even then, it's hard to say, right?
Yeah, there's definitely got to be some people leaving and coming in and out. But I mean, masterpieces of games. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we will never be playing Final Fantasy VI on this channel. We did play Final Fantasy VI together. It was probably like 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
But we did play through it together, thinking that it was going to be a masterpiece and that we were going to have a lot of fun. But actually, there's a lot of cheap moments in that game. Final Fantasy VI. I remember that island. I remember there was a part where there's a floating island and there's like a behemoth at the end or something, or a behemoth enemy at least. That's just one of the random encounters. And I remember we were on that island for about an hour, and we got into it, and there was just, I think it was just a random battle that was just really tough, and it killed us. And then we had to go back for 1 hour.
Yeah.
It was like an hour back, like a full hour back from the last time we had even been able to save. And we both kind of looked at each other like, did games really used to be designed like this? Like where they could just waste an entire hour of your day and just be like, do it again.
Yeah.
And you just sit back and take it.
You had no
You'd
choice.
be like, I'll just sit there and do it again. And you're like a kid in the 90s, and you're just like, well, the game just set me back an hour. Well, I've got hours. I've got virtually infinite hours. To me, it's virtually infinite hours. So I'll just fucking do it. But yeah, as adults, it felt like, this was our game time for the week.
That used to happen on Final Fantasy X, in fact, of all games. But not as bad as that. That's really bad. I remember thinking that I was kind of disappointed. We're gonna get thumbs down for saying this, even just for thinking it. I remember thinking that Final Fantasy VI is not, it's okay. Like many things, it was revolutionary when it existed, but maybe not so much right now anymore. Right? I don't know. I think it's still. I honestly, even after that experience, I do think it still deserves to be considered as a classic. I think it was fine, but I think I've just always enjoyed 5 more or 7 more. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I might put 6 over 7. But everybody has their Final Fantasy discussions and preferences. But
Yeah.
5's definitely my favorite. 7, I liked 7, but
Even 13, damn, I really like 13.
I didn't actually play it myself. Well, I saw my wife play it.
Yeah,
I didn't like sit there watching her play every moment of it, but I've seen enough of it to get the gist.
Didn't you own Final Fantasy X at some point?
I never played it.
Oh,
I did actually own the game because my dad found it at like a flea market in a box, in a $1 box at a flea market.
I can't believe you've never played the best RPG ever made.
I was never really interested. I guess I could give it a shot, but the look of it and from what people told me about it, I've just never been. It's never seemed like something that would be interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, the look is not. I mean, the reason it's one of the best games ever made is not the look, but it's the gameplay. Specifically, the post game, right? The end game. The stuff that you do at the very end before you fight the final boss. That makes it as good as it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I might play some Final Fantasy 14. Maybe I'll just play some Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, that's
How about
not
that?
at all the same.
Oh.
I'll just play some MMO. Can we get up here? We can't get up there, can we?
It's more of an RPG than an MMO in a lot of ways. It plays more like an RPG. Like a single player RPG. Once you get to the end game, maybe not, but
yeah, actually, I recently resubscribed for a month in that game.
then you weren't impressed.
You know what I did? I did a bunch of single player quests, and I was bored, so I stopped playing it. Yeah, it was okay. But
Yeah, it can be kind of boring.
I had no desire at all to like start playing again,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure I never will.
Yeah, I've been playing it, but I probably wouldn't play it on my own. But I've been playing it with my wife. She's really into it, and she really wanted me to play it with her. So I finally said, all right, we'll play through main story.
I did hit a couple of
So
those
we've been doing it.
those gold saucer jackpots. Got a couple of those, the 10,000.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
the 10,000 gold saucer jackpots. There's nothing else like that. I forget to do mine every day.
Yeah.
The scratchers.
I liked how they had triple triad though. That's always been one of the
Yeah, if I had infinite time, I think I would get into that.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
I love
pretty
card
fun.
games.
It's pretty. Even I like it, and I don't like card games.
We should play some more Hearthstone. I can't wait till we can play Hearthstone on the channel again. But it's going to be one more year. No, more than a year. Because we played it earlier this year.
Also, we should play Inscription, which is a wild game that just came out.
A wild game?
Yeah,
Okay, we'll do it.
yeah.
Is that another card battler?
Yeah. Do you remember playing Coney Island?
Yeah.
Same dev. So you kind of.
Oh, but it's a card battler?
But it's a card battler.
That
So
sounds good.
You
That sounds like something to be up our alley. We got to do that.
It's the game of the week this week. This month,
Oh,
really.
shit.
It's the game
Well-
of the month on Steam.
Well, we're not gonna get to it this week probably.
Yeah, I beat it the other day. It's really, it's quite.
No, we should definitely do it then.
Yeah.
If you've got experience with it, yeah, we'll definitely do it.
It's quite fun. It's a little bit long for an LP. For actually, because well, I can't say anything about it because anything you say about the game is a spoiler.
Okay, we don't say anything about
But
it.
we will play it. And actually, I have a bunch of other games I really, really want to cover as wild games. The World Ends With You, the sequel. Neo, The World Ends With You.
Yeah.
And there's one called Beastbreaker, which is really cool.
Oh, we're gonna meet Maria here. Oh no, it's Death!
Oh,
we
it's
found
Death!
him!
We did it!
So, you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Okay.
Not while there's a breath in my body.
Then for the master, I'll feast on your soul this night.
Wow.
Holy crap, Death.
I
Yeah, this stuff looks. Oh damn, he just died so fast. I wanted to see his attack pattern.
Wow.
Oh, he turns
he's not
into
dead.
double Scyther death. Like, just let him attack us a little bit.
Alright.
We have 568 hit points. He can hit us once or twice.
This fight would have been hard.
Yeah, it could have been, probably. The thing about these Castlevania games, actually, the demon killed him. He was so weak that a little mini demon killed him. The thing about these old Castlevania games, I actually really enjoy... Oh, this is going to be Eye of Vlad. Yeah, this is going to give us additional luck, probably.
Yeah!
I was right.
You were right.
That was a pretty good guess, I guess.
That was really anticlimactic, though. Hey, this is the one where we fought, not Succubus, Cerberus.
Cerberus, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Cerberus. Will he press that switch on
I
this
bet
side?
he
He will. He will. And what kind of secrets will we find here?
Switch hasn't been pressed yet.
You sure? Because I'm pretty sure we pressed it already.
We did on the other side.
Is this guy's name Galrock? Slagra.
Beef boy.
Beef boy. Slagra. Okay, so yeah, we cracked the rest of the game open just accidentally finding death like that. We are.
Yeah, that's what we were. That's essentially what we've been looking for the
Yeah.
last hour or so.
We're
Is
basically-
looking for death. But I just told Ed, just anything that's open, let's just do it.
All right.
All right, so we're getting pretty close to the end, but we actually do have to call it the end of the night. So on the next episode, I think we're going to do a little more exploring, but I think we're going to wind up near. I think we're going to wind up finishing the game pretty quickly in the next episode. So I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, I think we got to call it for tonight. I've had a lot of fun. I hope that you've had a lot of fun. Do not miss the next episode. This is going to be the final battle where we're going to destroy Dracula in 30 seconds or less using the Chrysaegrum.
Pretty crazy.
Maybe we should take a look at his attack patterns beforehand.
Maybe
we will. Maybe we won't.
Oh.
We're going to play CastleVania Symphony of the Night. I have had a blast playing this game so far.
This has been a blast, for sure.
Especially, I think the last couple episodes have just been a lot of fun. And we hope that you agree. And we hope that you'll continue to join us on the next one, the final one, CastleVania Symphony of the Night. I've been Nick. We like you.